Hi, my name's Scott, and I'm an addict. My drug of choice, the daytime drama, also known as soap operas. In the past, I've exhibited self-control. I've managed to refrain from indulging. But at this time, I am off the wagon. I am habitually viewing 2 soap operas every single day, every week, and have been now for months. There was a news article some time ago that announced that due to low ratings, a couple of shows, All My Children and One Life to Live on ABC, had been canceled. And I realized that if I wanted to watch any more of this show, I was going to have to do so now before my supply ran dry. So I am now watching both every day. I can't say that I succumb to peer pressure here, but the shows were readily available to me on my lunch hour at work every single day since I've had this job, and quitting is not an option. I would very much like to get away from it all, but unfortunately the circumstances are such where it is somewhat inescapable unless I were to eat my lunch somewhere else entirely, which is less than convenient. I've had periods off and on where I've watched one show or the other or neither, and I've been very proud of this. However, I find that I'm just not able to stay away right now, especially since Patrick Thornhart is probably going to be coming back, and he's played by the same actor who played Zack Slater on All My Children, and that Bianca might possibly tell Marissa how she feels in future episodes. Or that Tad and Kara might actually make their marriage real instead of the sham for immigration that it currently is. I need to know these things. I need to know what's going to happen, and so I keep watching every day, despite the fact that very little happens in any one particular episode. Storylines play out over a long period of time, and it is only after several weeks of constant arguing amongst the characters, or discussions, as they say, that any plot developments really move forward, and that's usually during sweeps anyway. Some time ago, there was a convergence of 3 storylines on One Life to Live. They involved a particularly horrible man who was one of the central characters. He had, I guess you could say, abducted a woman, although not against her will as far as she knew. She was suffering from a memory problem and she didn't know who he was. He was keeping her at his home. The man was keeping her at his home and telling her that it wasn't safe for her to leave. When she would ask about her past, he would say that she didn't have children, which was not true. In the meanwhile, her son and the man's daughter were about to have a baby together, and they were very excited about this, despite the fact that they were still in high school and unmarried. At the time, the daughter did not want to see her father and barred him from her life. So the father enacted a plan. He would blackmail the doctor, her doctor, his daughter's doctor, into making her believe that her baby had died, and that he, the father, and his daughter's boyfriend's mother, the woman who was keeping in his home, who couldn't remember who she was, would take his daughter's baby and raise the baby on their own. The third storyline comes in when someone else discovers this evil man's plan. She has multiple personality disorder, and when she found out what he was going to do, she decided to put her own plan into motion. She was about to have a baby of her own, except that due to some complications, her baby died in childbirth. So one of her alternate personalities emerges and decides to steal the daughter's baby for herself, so that the main personality will think that she has a healthy baby when in fact her own baby has died. The storylines converge when the father makes amends with his daughter, in a sense, and decides to cancel his plans to fake his daughter's death, his daughter's baby's death, his granddaughter's death. However, unbeknownst to him, the woman with multiple personalities sneaks in and switches her dead baby for the young girl's living baby, and as a result, chaos is enacted. And I haven't even mentioned the subplot about the woman and her fiance who are stuck in a basement safe room in someone's house with a bomb about to go off and need to be rescued very badly. The convergence of these storylines and the possibility that no one, except for one of the sick woman's alternate personalities, would know whose baby is truly whose, was the source of a great amount of suspense and was incredibly involving and terrifying. It was an incredible high to see this play out, and I've been chasing that high ever since. Now, come September, when All My Children finishes airing new episodes, and when One Life to Live finishes airing in January, my supply will be cut off, and I have the choice to abandon daytime dramas altogether or pick up a new one. And I certainly hope that it's the former. But for the meantime, I don't think that I'm going to be able to stop. And this saddens me somewhat. And I feel some shame around this, despite the fact that occasionally these shows can be lots and lots of fun. And they air 5 new episodes a week, every week, all year long, rather than just 22 for an entire year. I mean, seriously, how long is it going to be before Mad Men has new episodes, huh? Next year, you know, over 6 months from now. No, thank you. I find that less than satisfying. Oh, by the way, I am this close to 333 subscribers, which means I'll have a new contest soon. I thank all of you very much for watching my videos. I hope you continue to enjoy them, and thanks again for all those of you who recommend me to other people. Take it easy, and remember, you can't do anything about your problem until you first admit to yourself that you have a problem. Take care.